it's important to be in good shape to be a storyteller.
Don't want to get carpal tunnel syndrome.
Any comments on that? Did you think about it?
No, I mean, what just...
Sorry, I couldn't relate to your point. Oh,
You can
No, what we're going to say about being well-rounded, another thing is characters need to have flaws. Is that
Absolutely, yes.
Is that a future point you have?
No, go for it. No, go for it.
Yeah, so if you have characters that are too perfect,
Blah.
yeah, they're
Not
boring.
realistic.
And also, if you have characters that are just absolutely 100% pure evil, that's not good either, because nobody is pure evil. You know, everybody has some kind of redeeming quality. So, you know, why is your character this evil?
Right.
What brought them to this point? What is in their background that made them this evil and made them want to do whatever bad thing it is that they're trying to do? So, no absolutely perfectly good and no absolutely perfectly evil.
Yin yang, it needs to
Yes.
be a good balance. All right,
Yeah,
awesome.
because people are, I mean, black and white, people are shades of gray.
I read that book.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't.
good.
But I did look at the pictures.
What book did you buy?
No. That's a true website.
Oh, right, it was a website. Never mind.
Entirely for later.
It's still about storytelling.
Moving along.
I add one more point, and every character needs to be unique. It could just be something simple, maybe a look, a catchphrase. My character's name is unique, Starry Moon. Ha ha ha, it's ironic. But you're going to remember that, right? Yeah, so every character needs to be unique and have that one special thing, because our characters are our babies, basically. I mean, you want the world to love them as much as you love them. Yeah, I bet you're...
My characters aren't my babies.
But they're
That's
awesome.
disgusting.
They're awesome. You have a legitimate children now. They should look
I
like
have legitimate children.
Puppy!
All right, there are 3 things that I have on my outline for character creation, and they're going to be the same things. You have to make them memorable.
Yes.
There should be something about the characters you create that when your audience finishes the book or walks out of the movie theater, you remember them. Okay, do you remember? We just had a Star Wars and Star Trek panel. Does anybody remember Han Solo from Star Wars? Of course you do. And 4 years after Star Wars came out, the first Indiana Jones movie came out. Same actor. And I had a hugely hard time in my head going, I can't see this guy as anybody other than Han Solo. If Chewbacca's not in this movie, it's not going to be any good. But when I walked out of the Indiana Jones movie, I went to a thrift store and got that stinking hat. You know why? Because they created, not because of cosplay.
They created.
It was because the character was so memorable that I wanted to be that guy. And they created something that, even though it was the same actor, 2 entirely different people that were amazing. So when you're creating characters, it doesn't have to be an all-power, omnipotent character, because Indiana Jones was not. He had huge flaws, and that's what makes you relate to him. Is there was humor involved in his character, in his failings, but what made him unique were little things that were style points. You remember the hat. What was the other thing you remember about him? The whip! And I know half of the girls got really excited and the guys got nervous. It is not that kind of panel. They keep reminding me of that.
No, that's hard to get to, man.
But everybody remembers the whip and the gun, because he shoots the guy with the big sword thing, which was really cool. But you have those defining moments that you build into your characters that make them memorable and make them relatable, so that long after the movie's over and long after you've read the book, everybody still remembers the characters, and you have fond memories of that time that you spent, and it makes you more willing to go see the next movie or buy the next book or reread the book. Has anybody read the Lord of the Rings? Uh-huh. I read them for the first time when I was in 4th grade. I read that set of books every year. It's kind of a pilgrimage thing to remember what good storytelling's all about. It was amazing. What? I missed something.
What was it? It wasn't worth it.
she said. So make them memorable, make them unique. Even something as simple as giving your character different eyes. The novel I wrote, the female lead character has silver eyes. It was inspired by, and thank God there's some people in this room almost as ancient as I am. There was an actress from the 80s and 90s named Meg Foster.
Oh, wow.
Had silver eyes, and she was never like the main character in things, but her bit roles always made sure you got a good close-up of her face, because this is before tinted contacts, and she had silver eyes. And I thought it would be a great tie-in for a werewolf character to have silver eyes as a human and as a werewolf, so when you get the change, you identify, you can still recognize the character. You give them something that makes them iconic. Makes it easier to cosplay now, too. Because I didn't think of that, because that's not how I...
Right, exactly.
Okay, I did draw Spock ears on paper and cut them out and tape them to my head so I could be Mr. Spock when I was a kid.
Aw.
It was really cute, but my freshman chemistry teacher made me take them off.
Aw.
All right. Yes.